This is the first 10 minutes of Assetto Corsa Evo. We're going to bring this from the beginning. I hope you guys enjoy. The only thing I might skip is to map my wheel buttons. The early access roadmap, first early access release, second early access release, and somewhere along this, we're going to get the open world. We're going to get more cars. They're going to be adding a whole lot of things over the course of 2025. And here we are at the main menu. So let's go into our settings. Man, it feels so good to be playing a new game. And let's make the resolution, the aspect ratio, full screen. We make the game full screen. And now we're here. So we're going to go to our graphics preset. We don't want to do any upscaling. Graphics preset, very low, low, medium, high. I'm gonna try this on ultra. This is how we're playing this game for the demo. So of course, with any new game, there's gonna be bugs. We're gonna go back to our settings here. And we're on ultra. So if we go to our controls, you can see we have our Moza R5 base is recognized. So this is good signs, guys. This is great signs, guys. So of course, first things first, we're going to go into the garage and let's see, we shouldn't have any cars, so we don't have anything to see besides the Abarth 695 the pasta. Okay, so this is where we get into some of the early access parts. For those of y'all that don't know, you cannot go to the dealership and you cannot customize vehicles quite yet. There's no academy. We can look at our driver profile. Really? We have single player. Oh wow, I didn't even realize we could do this. If you right click and use everything here in the garage, this is the garage we saw. So I'm actually glad it's in the game. Let's see what special events we have. So let's get straight into single player and see what they have to offer us. Now we do have practice sessions. We have a Mount Paranormal GP. We can set the weather, pick our car, and put on all our assists and our difficulty level. So let's get straight into it, man. Practice, quick race. We're gonna go practice, 10 minutes. Start time, practice time multiplier. Okay. And we're gonna have a race weekend added in also. Let's pick our track, which we do have Brands Hatch, Amola, Laguna Seca, Mount Panorama, Panorama, Suzuka. And that seems to be it. We have the Indy and the GP version of some tracks, this is a good list. We knew all of this before we got into the game. We have one car, garage or rentals. This rentals right here. So you're really gonna want to tune in for the second early access release that they're gonna add more features in. But if we see right here, we can choose from our garage or we can rent a car. And what do we have here? A bunch of Hondas, Volkswagen, S2000. Let's say the S2K is the best car we can pick, right? Special edition. Yeah, so let's go with the special edition one. We picked our car. Weather clear. Wow, so they do have everything from Content Manager here, guys. I didn't think it was gonna be the same, but they literally implemented everything from Content Manager. So if you know the weather from here, you can choose clear, scattered clouds, and they have the same names: broken clouds, overcast, drizzle, rain, custom. Now custom isn't here yet, but we can change it to dynamic. We can go broken clouds, sky coverage, precipitation. We can't put up yet fog density. Man, this game is looking really promising, guys. This is raw, the first 10 minutes of Assetto Corsa Evo. So we're gonna go to dynamic. We're gonna click broken clouds, go back, and let's hit start session. I just want to say thank you to Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa has changed my life. You guys don't even know. Thank you to Kunos. You guys made a great game and allowed people to mod the first one. Competition came out as a GT3 simulator. And now we're here. Okay, so for those of my viewers who are watching this, all of your controls are going to be inverted when you start the game. I had to go into the Discord, ask a couple questions, watch a couple people try, and I finally got the game working now. We're gonna get back into it. We're gonna pick our Honda S2K. The game does work fine now. Once you manually bind all of your buttons, you need to invert your brake pedal and invert your gas pedal. If your brake pedal's always on, you're not gonna go anywhere, even if you're in gear. And if your gas pedal's always on, you're just gonna be revving. So we're not gonna do any setup here. We're gonna change into third person, go into first, and now we can pull off, guys. You guys just seen this was not working this well just a couple minutes ago. We don't have our lights bound or anything else like that. But wow, day one of the Assetto Corsa, guys. Let's get a full lap done. I don't know if we have a track map. We do have our practice at the top with our session time, our best lap, our previous lap, our current lap on the top left. I like this HUD. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Oh wow, that's our first time feeling the force feedback. Okay. I definitely need that to be stronger. But that's our first time feeling the force feedback. Let's see if we can make this U-turn without hitting anything. Oh, and it definitely feels like you slide on the grass. You can see our left back tire right there. The outside is hot. And that was just because we spun out. But this is the track they showed us in the trailer, everybody. And I'm not gonna lie, the game looks fine. There will definitely be updates. This is a whole new game, guys. This is not Assetto Corsa. This feels like a new game. It looks like a new game. Let's hit the e-brake. No 360. But that was the crash physics. We're gonna be testing everything in this first playthrough for you guys. Warning. Wow, so that was my first time seeing that. Is that like a downshift protection or something? Let's do this and then throw it in the neutral. I can't get it to pop up again, huh? But yeah, besides turning the force feedback up, I am pretty happy, man. As long as we can play and there's more promise in the beginning with the Assetto Corsa Evo, I am pretty happy with the game. A lot of people were disappointed about the car list and that there's not much. Wow. Warning. I was looking at the warnings, but you guys are getting able to see raw gameplay. But a lot of people were complaining about the content list, the cars, what's available here and what's not. Do I have traction control on? The crash sounds are great. The physics are great. You can see our meter down in the bottom right. I wonder if our car gets too damaged. Are we still gonna be able to play? So this is why we came into a practice session to see how everything is. Now, my frame rate, I'm just gonna leave that up to the game not being optimized, and mirrors has a big thing to do with how many frames you're getting. The higher your mirror quality, the less frames you will get, but I'm pretty... Okay, yeah, see? Okay, so we can't quite kick the back end out and catch it yet. But this is what you'll expect from a brand new game. There's learning curves. You can see our green flag over there, which is now animated. We have an actual person waving the green flag, waving the yellow flag, track marshal. Shout out to Assetto Corsa Evo. The fact that the game is here and we can play, I know a lot of you guys are gonna be, you know, have your own opinions about it. But I'm not too disappointed, man. We're gonna go map all our buttons and then we're gonna get into a quick race. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to get some force feedback settings and tips, because the bounce back, there's something about this. I think it's the dampers that I'm not liking. But once you get the force feedback right and feeling great, I'm not gonna lie, this game has been impressing me, bro. It has been impressing me because this is our I'm only crashing just to test the physics and see what will happen. But yeah, this is our first start at Assetto Corsa Evo. It's a new era, guys. It's a new era. This is our new main racing game that we're gonna be playing. Of course, the physics and everything are different. We have a radar now, and they really made this, even on day one, way better than the first game already. So you guys leave it down in the comment section below. How do you like Assetto Corsa Evo? Getting used to the physics and everything is gonna take some time. This will not play as regular Assetto Corsa by any means. But I feel like I'm getting a real racing experience here on a new game. And this is only 10 to 20% of the content that we were promised. What's gonna determine, now this isn't alpha, but what's gonna determine if you like this or not, it's really just binding all your buttons and then setting up your force feedback. For some reason, they have a lot of true force settings in there. I don't know what Logitech and Assetto Corsa Evo has going on. But let's switch to first person. Oh, wow. The frames right there were horrible, but that was only a frame drop. We're back to regular now. We have automatic wipers on. We're in first person. I didn't bind everything to look around in first person yet. Just because we're trying the game, we can look right, we can look left, we can look back. Man, I'm so happy to be playing this game. I'm so happy the infotainment screen works, the dash works. Just mess with all your settings, guys. It's a new era, it's a new game, and the rain actually feels like rain, bro. If you catch a hydroplane, you catch a hydroplane, and that's really that. This is insane, bro. This is insane. I'm gonna have to get our thumbnail. See, I didn't like that bounce back. I was supposed to let it go, and it was supposed to remain straight in my head. So we have to tweak some of our settings. But yeah, that'll be the first 10 minutes of Assetto Corsa Evo, guys. We're gonna get here to the end of the race just so you guys can see that and experience it.